Hello, everybody. I'm Sugerface Cheesymelt, and welcome back to another Undead Physical Media Club. Today, we're going to be talking about my favorite video games. Yes, I am a gamer. I am indeed a video game player. Okay, and I'm going to show you my collection, my video game collection. Because the Undead Physical Media Club, we don't care what you collect as long as you're collecting something awesome. Video game collectors, board game collectors, toy collectors, VHS tape collectors, fast food toy collectors, puzzle collectors, book collectors, you're all welcome here, because this isn't just about DVDs and Blu-rays and TV shows. This is about all forms of collecting, all forms of different hobbies are welcome here to the Undead Physical Media Club. And welcome. If you have an awesome game in your collection, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know what's in your collection. You collect cups, plates, blankets, hoodies. Hell, it's all welcome here. If you're one of those people that collect, uh, what's that thing? Taxidermists. You're welcome here too. You want to tell me about your taxidermist squirrel that is dressed like Darth Vader? Let me know in the comments down below. All collectors are welcome to join the Undead Physical Media Club. All collectors, and welcome. Anime collectors, how you doing? If this is your first time here, take a seat. So everyone who is here today for this day's meeting of the Undead Physical Media Club, welcome. Welcome to the day's meeting for the Undead Physical Media Club. And today's topic for the day's meeting is games. Are my favorite games. You know what? Whatever I title the video, that's going to be the name of the video. That's what this video is going to be about. So, welcome to the Undead Physical Media Club. Sarah brought some hot pockets. So, thank you, Sarah, for bringing some hot pockets. And Jeff, he brought a cooler of drinks. So, if you want a nice soda and a hot pocket, go over there. Sarah and Jeff brought some delicious treats. So, welcome to today's meeting of the Undead Physical Media Club. And welcome, and anyone here that is new, thanks for joining the club. Have a hot pocket, have a soda or juice. Now let's get to today's topic. I'm not a gamer, but I love games. That's going to be the name of the video. So I've noticed over the years, I'm going to be honest with y'all, I am not a true gamer. I am terrible at games. I am horrible. But games shouldn't be made for people like me. People who are terrible. It should be made for people who are good at games. Not terrible at games, but are good at them. I've noticed that they've been making games easy. Too easy. Like babyish. Even the hard difficulty is easy. Like the hard difficulty was supposed to be hard, but you can't get through. It takes some time to get through that level. But no, even the hard difficulty is now easy. And they're censoring more games. They're making female characters ugly in games. And for what? For everyone? That's stupid. Don't make games for everyone. Okay, make games for gamers. The people who love them. And game journalists, they are the worst. I can't stand a damn game journalist. Somehow, when they do a review on a game, they somehow find a way to make the game about Trump. I don't know how the hell they do it, but they find a way. It was like this level of this this Super Mario game. This new Super Mario game is fun, but Donald Trump is evil. It's like, what the fuck does that have to do with Super Mario? I don't understand. That makes no damn sense. I came here to hear a review of Super Mario, not hear you complain about Trump. I don't care for Trump. You voted for Trump. Congratulations. I'm happy that your guy won. If you didn't vote for Trump, I'm sorry that your guy lost. I truly do not give a damn. I am apolitical and it sucks. Gaming gaming now sucks. And I see a lot more people going back to old games, playing classic games where it was fun and difficult and didn't hold your hand all the way through the game. Okay, don't make games for people like me who are terrible. I like to be challenged. When you buy a game, you're buying it to be challenged, not to have someone hold your hand all the way through. When you play these games, you want at the end when you finally beat it, when you finally beat that game that is so difficult and you're all sweaty and stinky. You've been sitting there for 9 hours. You got sweat going into your eyes, your mouth, your palms are just drenched. I burped. Your palms are just drenched in sweat, but you accomplished what you set to do. You set out to beat this difficult game, and you did it. And it was amazing when you did it. Oh, the relief you had when you finally beat the final boss, and you're like, I made it. I beat this hard game. I am sweaty. I am stinky. I got Cheetos dust all over my shirt. My breath smells like ass, but I defeated the final boss and I feel fantastic. That's how people used to feel when they played games because it was so difficult. It's like, man, I got through this, man. How long did it took me 4 weeks to beat this damn game? Good Lord. That's how people used to feel when they finally beat a game. But now when you beat a game, it's like, hey, is this level too hard? Do you want to skip it? No. Hey, we're gonna make this level a little bit easier because you didn't have an easier time on the first level, so we're gonna make it easy. And the gamer's like, no, don't make it easy. I want difficult. Okay, I want difficult. I want sweaty palms. My palms are not sweaty. My palms are cool. This game is not challenging me. Games are supposed to challenge people, not hold their hands. And his thing, a lot of people are gonna get upset with me, but I loved. I actually love Red Dead Redemption 2. I love it. It's a fun game, but is a very well, is an extremely easy game to beat. Because basically that game is just walking. Like you're just walking to see cutscenes and the story. That sounds mean, but that's The Last of Us 2. It's just an interactive movie. Red Dead Redemption 2 is an interactive movie. GTA 5, an interactive movie. It's just a movie that you can control. That's it. That's all it is. At the end, they're fun games, but they're just a movie that people are playing. Now, I don't mind those games either. They're fun, but they're very easy to beat, like extremely easy. Like a pro gamer probably get through Red Dead Redemption in like 2 seconds. So like, well, that was easy. Well, you done already? Yeah, that Red Dead Redemption game is easy. And I'm like, damn, that was fast. It's only been 30 minutes. You already beat Red Dead Redemption. Yeah. That's how it's like with with interactive movie games. That's how I see Red Dead Redemption, The Last of Us, and GTA. They're just interactive movie games. It's okay to make games like that, but they should really focus on making games for gamers, people who love being challenged. Now, as for me, I'm not a true gamer, but I will play them. I don't want the game holding my hand when it gets difficult. I want to be able to beat it without the game saying, "This is a little too hard for you. You want to skip?" No, I want to try. Because uh, I beat the game Wolfenstein 2, okay, on normal mode. And that shit was difficult. Now, I know some of you pro gamers out there was like, Wolfenstein 2? Man, I beat that game in 30 minutes. But here's the thing, I'm not a gamer. And Wolfenstein 2 was difficult. But I beat it. I beat Wolfenstein 2. And I was so happy that I beat this difficult ass game. When I was finally over with it, I was like, thank you. Thank goodness I got through this game. My palms are sweaty. I got through this game. Wolfenstein 2 was difficult for me to beat. For people who are not gamers. Okay, that's how difficult it was. But I didn't go to easy mode. I didn't say, okay, maybe I should stop playing because it's too difficult. I went ahead and did it. Because even though I don't have the title of pro gamer, I got the little gold trophy that says, at least you tried. Okay? At least I tried. Okay? And I'm happy with my little gold trophy. I can't get the big giant gold trophy that says you are the best gamer, but I am happy being with the little tiny trophy saying you tried and you succeeded. It took you some time. It took you some time. And I noticed that to me, if you want to be a game journalist, this is how they should test game journalists. You must beat Dead Space, and you must this is no let me go back a little bit. If you want to be a game journalist, instead of talking about politics, talk about the actual game. Talk about how difficult it is. Talk about how if you do this, you can make it to this level. That's how game journalists should be. That's how they used to be. Game journalists used to be awesome people, but now they're all just annoying. If I own a gaming website, in order to be a game journalist, you must beat the entire game first. Then give your review. That's how it should be. If the game was too difficult, you tell the readers that the game was difficult. You leave politics and your own personal beliefs out of the review. Nobody wants to hear your politics. Nobody cares about your pronouns. They just want to know, what was the game like? Was the story fun? Was the gameplay fun? How difficult was it? They don't care about your politics. They don't care about your pronouns. They don't care who you sleep with. They just want to know how good the game is. And be honest about the game. If a game has politics in it, be honest about it. Don't cover for the game company. Say, look, this game has some politics in it. This is the politics that are in the game. So if you don't like it, you probably won't. If you don't like their politics, you probably won't want to play it. But it's still a fun game, so you want to give it a chance. Give it a chance. You know, tell the person who wants to buy the game, hey, look, this game has some politics in it. Maybe you believe these type of politics. Maybe you don't believe these type of politics. But this game is fun otherwise. Or this game is bad. Okay, be honest to the person who is about to buy the game. Tell them everything about the game. Tell them the secret locations. Tell them how difficult it is. Tell them if there's any politics in it. but keep your politics out of it. Don't pit your life with the review. That's it. Your review at the end should just be, I enjoyed this game, had a lot of fun, and it was difficult. That's it. That's what your at the end of your article, it should always be, I had a lot of fun playing this. It was difficult, and that's my review. That's it. And give it a 9 out of 10, 4 out of 10, 3 out of 10. Dude, I don't care about that. But be honest to the person who is playing, who want to go buy that game. Just be honest to them. To all game journalists, start being game journalists again. Stop attacking people on Twitter and Instagram and all these other social media websites if they don't like the game. It's like, oh, you don't like this game, but you're just a Nazi, racist, fascist, asshole, bigot, and you should support this game. No, don't do. Game journalists don't do that. Do not do that at all. Just say, hey, if you want to buy this game, maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't, but don't let our opinion be your opinion. Try it for yourself. That's all. And that's another thing you can do. If you're not a good game journalist, just start saying, "Hey, I played through this. I tried to play through this game. It was difficult, but maybe you will have a better experience. Maybe you can beat this game." And say the words, "Don't let our opinion be your opinion. Try it for yourself." That's it. Let the consumer give their own personal comments about the stuff. And don't get mad at them when they don't like it. That's another thing I've seen. It's like, you don't like The Last of Us 2, but you're just homophobic. No, they're not homophobic because they don't like The Last of Us 2. The Last of Us 2 was a terrible game. Sorry, my nose was itchy. Yeah, The Last of Us 2 was a terrible game. People gave their honest opinion about it. Game journalists said they was all the isms and phobes. It's like, no, they're just giving an honest opinion about the game. It sucked. Game journalists, stop attacking the audience who buy games. Okay, stop doing that. That's another annoying thing and that goes for game companies too. Game companies do the same thing. They're like, well, if you don't like our game, then you're just all the isms and bigots and all that stuff and all the things we're going to say. No, how about to all companies, start saying this. We worked really hard on the game. We hope you enjoy playing it. That's all you have to say. You can keep your personal beliefs out of it, out of every sentence you say. Just say, hey, we worked really hard on this game. Maybe you would like to play it. And if you don't like it, tell us why you didn't like it, and maybe we can make it better if we make a sequel of the game. That's all. Be nice to the person who is buying your product. Stop demonizing to all game companies and to all game journalists. Stop demonizing the gamer. Don't demonize them. Because when you demonize them, you're just going to piss them off and they're not going to buy your game at all. It makes no sense to keep demonizing the audience who buy your products. And that goes with Hollywood too. Hollywood keeps demonizing the audience. It's like, well, I don't want them buying my stuff if they voted for Trump. Well, that's stupid. You want their money. It's like, hey, my logic is hey, you voted for Trump? Thanks for watching my channel. Hey, you voted for Joe Biden? Thanks for watching my channel. I truly do not care who people voted for. I don't. I am apolitical. And companies, all game companies, all movie companies, every last studio needs to become apolitical. Like, look, we don't care who the hell you voted for. We don't care what your personal beliefs are. What is the color of your money? My money is green. Well, we want it. That should be the mindset for game companies, movie studios, Disney, every last company ever created. Like, we only care about your money. Is your money okay? How's your wallet? That's how it should be. It's like, oh, you were at the Trump rally? Yeah. Did you lose your wallet? No. Okay. Whew. I thought you lost your wallet. Yeah, I don't care if you was at a Trump rally. I was just nervous about your wallet. Is your money okay? It, okay. Companies should be greedy about that money. They should be lusting after that damn money. They're just like, so we see you got $100 bill in your wallet. That's how companies should be. Like, we got a brand new game coming out, and it's $90. You got that $100 in your wallet. Maybe you'd like to pass that $100 over here. We give you a nice game for it. That's how game companies, movie studios, every last company ever created should be nasty when it comes to money. They should be saying the grocers like, we see you got $1 in your pocket. Are you just happy to see me? It's like, can we have that dollar? Oh, we want that dollar. But right now, game companies, game journalists are, they're just annoying. They're just extremely annoying. Like, well, if you did this, don't buy this. And then when people don't buy it, they're like, see, they didn't want to buy our product. Well, maybe you told them not to buy the product because they voted for somebody. Wasn't such a smart idea. Now, was it, game journalists and game companies? If they don't want to read your review because you said something stupid, like they just don't like the game because of A, B, and C, when it had nothing to do with A, B, and C, you're just making stuff up. Game journalists, be nicer. Game journalists, be nice to the gaming community. The gaming community is one of the importance of culture. Games is a part of American culture. Okay. We have some of the best video games that came out of America. And we have some of the best video games. Japan and America, when are the kings of video games. I absolutely love Nintendo. I absolutely love the GTA franchise. I absolutely love Until Dawn and Red Dead Redemption. I love these games. I love Twisted Metal and the Simpsons Hit and Run game. They're fun games. But game journalists are now activists. Game companies are now activists. And like everything, once you allow the activists to have the power, they destroy everything. And they make things not fun anymore. Like, I just want to have fun. I don't care. But this person is gay. Don't you care? No, I don't care. I don't care they're gay. I don't care they're trans. Is the game fun? Well, they're trans and they're gay. I do not care. That's how it's like talking to game journalists and game companies now. It's like, we made this character trans. Okay, is the game fun? Well, we made a character gay, but is the game fun? You can play as a black character. But I don't care. Is the game fun? Well, you're just racist because you don't want to play it. I never said that. I just said that the game's fun, and that's what it's like. They don't understand that people just want to have fun. People just want to have fun when they play games. They don't want to be lectured to. They want to have fun. They want to have some emotion. It's good to have some emotional storylines in games. Resident Evil 4, Red Dead Redemption, GTA 4. When you had to choose whether or not, if you do one mission, you kill Roman. If you do the other mission, you kill the girl. And that's sad. That's a very sad thing to choose. It's like, okay, I got to make a choice. And that's a very hard decision. Because Roman, he's an awesome character. And I forgot the girl's name, but she's an awesome character. But game journalists, they're just activists and they're pathetic. They get upset if a character is sexy. They get upset if if a game doesn't acknowledge the LGBT community. And it's like, no one cares about that stuff. Only you game journalists. Y'all used to be cool, but now y'all just annoying. And game companies will listen to the game journalists. It's like, that game journalist is right. We should make more ugly female characters. We should acknowledge the LGBT community more. It's like, y'all don't need to, game companies. You don't need to, because people love the game. Grand Theft Auto Gay Tony. That was a fun game. Grand Theft Auto Gay Tony, a very fun game. I have heartburn. And it's just stupid. Game companies and game journalists are so stupid. Yeah, so my problem is also, I know, so maybe game companies will start making fun games again, and games that will actually challenge you. Maybe. I mean, I hear YouTubers talk about games that are fun now and that are challenging them. So there is hope at the end of this tunnel. And there's hope at the end of the tunnel because no one is listening to game journalists anymore. That's another thing that's happening. People are no longer listening to game journalists, which I understand if you don't want to listen to game journalists anymore. They've become annoying with all their political shit and getting upset about classic games having attractive women. I can understand why people don't like them anymore. And game companies, if they want to succeed, if they want to continue to succeed, they will actually start I think a lot of independent studios are starting to go back to the old formula of making fun games with good story and good gameplay that is difficult. But some studios haven't learned. Some studios it's going to be a little bit longer for them to learn that, hey, maybe I should care about the person who is buying it instead of the activist who is mad at it. Yes, that's what you should do, game companies. Don't worry about the activist. They're going to complain about everything. It's best just to tell them to shut the hell up, because an activist are just annoying people. All activists are just annoying. That's all they are. They're not, and it's not a lot of them. But you listen, all the activists are like 10 people. But you listen to the 10 people when you should be listening to the 3 million people who bought your game. It's like, this how game companies act. Hey, the 4 activists on X didn't like the fact we made this character sexy, so we're going to make the character ugly. But the 3 million people who was going to buy the game is like, we want the character to be sexy. No, 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 we're going to make the character ugly. Why? Well, 4 people got upset. And just let the 4 people get upset and go over there. Tell them to go F themselves. That's all you gotta do, game companies. Every time a stupid activist says, I don't like this, you need to put this in the game. Tell them to go F themselves. And get rid of sensitivity writers. That's another thing. All companies, get rid of your sensitivity writers. Let the artist be the artist. Do not have someone come in and says, well, you can't put this, this, and this in the game because it's too insensitive. Say, wait, what? You need to be more sensitive to all the communities. It's like, this game is about rabbits jumping up and down. Well, it needs to acknowledge real world things. Get rid of all the sweet baby inks. Get rid of all the sensitivity readers. Get rid of all of them. Stop paying them large amounts of money. Go back to letting the artist be the artist. If he writes a game with a whole bunch of big breasted women saving the day, then that is going to be the game. If he makes a game that's gonna be a 9 foot tall sexy giant who has to save the princess, well, let it be. Don't bring a sensitivity reader and let them destroy that guy's art. And stop destroying art, period. To all these companies, every last one of you, stop destroying art. Let art be free. Gets on my nerves. Got me all over the place. So to game companies, listen to me. Stop with the sensitivity writers. Let that person make the game he wants to make or she wants to make. And let the audience be the critic of that game. Maybe they'll love it, maybe they won't. Maybe only a little bit will love it, and maybe only a little bit would hate it. But let the audience choose. Okay, the audience said The Last of Us 1 was awesome because it had a good story. The audience said they didn't like The Last of Us 2 because you killed Joel. Let, even though I didn't like The Last of Us 2, killing Joel was stupid. But hey, you let the artist be the artist, even though he made a mistake and it was a poor decision on his side. But hey, you let the artist be the artist. Don't let sensitivity readers come in and destroy the game. Like they did with Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. Okay. Spider-Man 1 game was fun, but I didn't like playing as Mary Jane. It was stupid. Spider-Man 2, the game, you had to play as Mary Jane and you had to play as Miles Morales, and it was all crappy. It was all crap. So long thing short. Game journalist. No one cares about your opinion anymore. Your opinion. So let's go. So to all game journalists, start being nice to the gamers. Stop accusing them of being all these phobes and ist and all this stupid stuff y'all keep accusing gamers of being. That's nonsense. So to every last game journalist, be nice to the gamers and give good reviews of games. Actually play the entire game and give your honest review about the game. And game companies, game studios, start caring about the gamers again. Give them what they want. Fun games to play. Not political, stupid, politics heavy, making ugly ass women games. So to every last game company, not one person. People do not want the ugly female character anymore. People want the attractive female. People want the attractive male. That's what they want for their games. But that's probably not going to happen. Game journalists will still blame gamers for every little thing and say they're racist, homophobic, fascist, all that stupid words they keep saying. Game companies only going to listen to game journalists, and game companies are not going to listen to the people who buy their product. And we're still going to continue to get the ugly ass women, the political messaging, and no more fun. And that's why you got to go to classic games sometimes. I don't know. I'm trying to look on the bright side of, maybe game companies would change their decision and start making fun games again. Maybe. Maybe game journalists will start being nice and actually care about playing games. Probably. I don't know. We have to see what the future holds. Maybe Grand Theft Auto 6 will be a masterpiece and fun and not highly political on one side. Maybe. But we have to wait and see how game companies do stuff in the future. Maybe, um, what's the game that made Spider-Man? The game company that made Spider-Man? Um, Hold on, I have it over here. Insomniac. Let me see. Yeah, Insomniac. Maybe Insomniac did an awesome job on. Maybe Insomniac listened to the public. Maybe Insomniac listened to the public, and they went back and they made Jean Grey attractive, and they made Wolverine a badass. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe Insomniac didn't listen to the sensitivity writers this time. Didn't listen to the game journalists who say there needs to be ugly women in games. Maybe Insomniac listened to the people and gonna make Jean Grey attractive and gonna make Wolverine the primary character of the game. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. And that being said, I don't really want to go much into this. Also, to this is my last thing. To console and PC players. Here's the thing, I love both. Okay, I love console and I love PC players. But I know there's a little war going on between y'all two, talking about PC's better, console's better. I have an idea for a computer tower. I have an idea for a tower. So any computer company, any console company out there, Xbox, PS4, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, whoever's listening, I got an awesome thing that y'all can build. This is how you end the war between console players and PC players. You build a tower that has cartridge ports, that has PS4 ports, that basically a tower that has cartridge ports, and you can play any game from the past. Let's say a computer tower that has the cartridge ports, the PlayStation ports, the Xbox ports, a GameCube port, a disc thing for GameCubes. There's a fly in my room. A computer tower that will let you play every last cartridge game ever made. The cartridge ports will be on top of the tower, and all the disc ones will be on the front. PlayStation, Xbox, GameCube, Dreamcast, and you can play all through your classics. You can play all your Nintendo 64 games. Let's say you don't have a Nintendo 64 anymore. Okay? But you have all the games to it. You have GoldenEye. You have Super Mario 64. Well, you just go over to your tower, put it into the cartridge port, and there. Now you're playing GoldenEye and Super Mario 64 on your PC. That'd be an awesome tower. Where you can play everything from the past, every last game from the past. And you can have and it can have like 10 memory cards in there or something. Okay, I don't know how the computer thing is set up, but let's bring console and PC together to where you can download all your PC games. So you can play your PC games. Everything in your Nintendo 64 catalog, your PlayStation catalog, your Xbox, your GameCube, your Dreamcast, your Sega Genesis, your Atari, every single last one. It'll be a computer tower that will also be a console tower. It'll be a fusion of all awesomeness. To where two worlds, they can call it two worlds collide, console players and PC players. Because I saw one of my favorite games in the entire world is Simpsons Hit and Run. But no PlayStation, the PS5, GameCube, nothing now has a downloadable copy. All that stuff. So if you have a physical copy of The Simpsons Hit and Run, you just put it in the GameCube port. That's all you need to do. And now you can play your Simpsons Hit and Run. I had Simpsons Hit and Run on GameCube. That's why I brought the GameCube. Now you can play your Simpsons Hit and Run on your PC. Both worlds come together in glorious matrimony. I don't think I said that word right. Worlds come together. PC and console. A tower that has all the ports for every last game system known to man. Also, another thing I want to talk about when it comes to games. I like the computer tower idea with everything on it. But here's the thing, game companies, when someone buys the physical copy of the game, instead of downloading the game should already be on there. That's another thing that pisses me off. When I buy the physical copy of the game, I expect the game to already be on the disc. Why do I have to download shit? It should already be on there. When I buy the game, I should be able to just put the game in the system and play it. That's it. That's it. And every game should have an offline mode. You shouldn't have to go online for every little thing. Every game should be able I'm starting to stutter. Every game should be able to be played offline and nothing has to be downloaded. If you buy the physical copy, you put the game in and you just play it. That's it. You shouldn't have to wait for anything to download. I bought the physical game because I didn't want to download anything, but I still have to wait until it downloads? No. Just make games with the game already on the disc. Just put the game on the disc. All the way on there with no downloading, nothing. Like how they used to do back in the day. You bought the Simpsons Hit and Run game, you just pop it in the GameCube and start playing. You bought GTA San Andreas, you just pop it in the PS2 and start playing. There's nothing to be downloaded. There's nothing you have to update. It's just the game is already on the disc and it should already be on the disc when I put it on the game in the system. I take game. I put it in system. So I take the disc, I put it in the system, it should already just be there. I should be able to just click and start playing. Not, oh, you gotta wait an hour to download this stuff. It's like, download what? And here's the thing, I could understand the download one was for the digital game, where I don't have to put in the disc. I could just play it right then and there. That's how it should be. Let's say you don't have the disc anymore, but the game already downloaded a digital copy for you on your system. There, now you have 2 copies of the game. So if you don't put the disc in, you can just start playing. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. I don't like it. I want to be able to just buy the game physical, put it in my game system, and play it. I don't want to worry about downloading anything. I just want to play the game and play the game. That's all I want to do. I want to bring console and PC players together, and I just want to play the game. And there's a fly in my room. Y'all saw that big ass fly? It's flying around. Okay, let's get to it. Now, I don't want to show you my game collection right yet. I mean, my game collection is big, okay? Everything on this. Oh, look, it's my list videos I made about my favorite YouTubers. Everything on this page, back and front, is made up for entertainment purposes only. It's all fiction and a lie. I like them and I like their videos. Go find them on YouTube and subscribe to all of them. Aw, isn't that nice? Okay, let's go find the game, people. I made a list of my favorite games. And then I'm going to show you my game collection. Which, in my head. There's a top 10 list I made about Donald Trump. It says, everything I said about Donald Trump is made up for entertainment purposes only. It's all fiction and a lie. Let's go MAGA. Okay. Where is my game thing? I know I made a game thing. Where is it? Oh, here it is. My 100 favorite games. Now, as you can see, there's only 50. It turns out I didn't like 100 games. I only like 50. So these are my favorite games. Super Mario, WCW, GoldenEye, The Simpsons Hit and Run, Super Smash Bros., Batman Arkham Asylum, Tony Hawk Underground 2, Mafia 2, Def Jam Vendetta, Def Jam Fight for New York, Pac-Man World 2, SmackDown, Shut Your Mouth, SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, SmackDown vs. Raw, WWE12, Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto, GTA San Andreas, GTA Vice City, GTA 3, GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, Minecraft, Until Dawn, Saints Row 2, Saints Row the Third, Saints Row, Wolfenstein 2. I beat that game and I was so happy that I beat it. Uncharted, I beat that game and I was so happy I beat it. Mario Kart, True Crime, Streets of LA, Narc, South Park, Donkey Kong, Glover, Turk, Road Rage, Mortal Kombat, Shaolin Monks, and Armageddon, The Last of Us, LA Noire, Mario Party 5, Mario Party 2, Super Mario Sunshine, Dragon Ball Z Budokai, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2, Pokemon Snap, Chicken, Unchuckin' Forever Man, Mirror's Edge, Prince of Persia, Sands of Time, Dragon Ball Z, The Legendary Goku, The Legacy of Goku. So those are my 50 favorite video games. As you can see, I am a very, very talented gamer, and now I am going to show you my game collection. And I am a little nervous about you seeing my game collection. That is not my game collection. That is a giant bottle of sriracha. Y'all ready to see my game collection? Oh, my game collection is so this is my game collection. As you can see, it's a little small. Hey, look, man, it's not about the size of the game collection, okay? It's about how much you play your game collection. So this is my game collection. It's a little bit small. You know, it has a lot of personality. My game collection is sad. Look at this tiny thing. This is just, look at this sad tiny thing of games. Look at these sad. Look at this. Look. That's it. That's my entire game collection. It is disappointing. I am upset. That's a nasty. There's a fly right there on it too. Look at there. That fly is making fun of me. It's like, look at this small ass game collection you got. This tiny thing. This can't impress nobody. Look at this small game collection. Look, I am a movie collector, okay? My movie collection is big and impressive. My game collection is small and tiny and not impressive at all. This dainty, small ass game collection I have. I need to start buying more games. I hate that. Look how small it is. It's tiny. Look, it can fit through both of my hands. I can just do this. I can fit it in between both of my hands like that. Just if you have a better game collection, let me know in the comments down below. Because I feel sad about this one. It's so tiny. It's the most tiniest game collection I ever did see in my life. Okay, I can't show this to people. I don't want to show this to people. I can't. Let me rip this out. Let me just rip. Let me just show you my game collection. Look how tiny. It's so tiny. This is sad. It's sad game collection. I need more games. I need to go shopping, okay? I need. Boo boo. It's so tiny. It's a tiny game collection. It's a tiny game collection. You have a tiny game collection. It's not impressive at all. It's small and irrelevant. You might as well just give up. I'm not a true gamer because my game collection is tiny. I am so disappointed. I didn't want to show y'all this game collection. But I was like, you know what? I better show them. Okay. And I regret showing y'all this. I regret showing. We're going to just slide my puny little game collection back over here. I don't want y'all to see that anymore. I'm depressed. So, like I was saying, game journalists stop being assholes. Game companies start listening to the audience again and get rid of sensitivity readers. And to all the gamers out there, to every last gamer out there, every last true gamer, I challenge you to beat the entire, if you haven't done it already, to beat the entire, you know what, I challenge every gamer out there to play a game they have not played yet and beat it. That's what I want. I want all you true gamers out there to say a game you haven't, write in the comments, say, I haven't played this game, but I'm going to go play this game and beat it. And let me know if you beat the game. Okay? Go play a game you haven't played before, to all the gamers out there. And that's going to be the end of this meeting for the Undead Physical Media Club. Thanks for joining me. Now you can, if you want some Hot Pockets, we still have some Hot Pockets left. There's still some Mountain Dews, so if you want a Mountain Dew. And I'll see y'all later. I will see y'all later for another episode of the Undead Physical Media Club. I've been your host, Sugerface Cheesymelt. That is my name. Don't say it in public, because if you say my name out loud, your hands will turn to mashed potatoes. Okay, bye. See you later.